students, welcome to Plus One Political Science class. Today I will start lesson 7, Equality. The topic is meaning and features of equality. The objectives of the lesson are equality, its meaning and types of inequality, features of equality, extent of equality, kinds of equality, essential conditions for equality, equality and liberty relationship, equality and liberty opposed to each other. Equality and liberty complements each other. And the objectives of the day are equality, its meaning and types of inequality, features of equality, extent of equality. Now, before discussion of these objectives, I will discuss the key terms with you. The first key term is equality. When men and women are both viewed as being just as smart and capable as each other, this is an example of gender equality. Students, here both men and women are discussed. It means it is gender equality. You must understand the term equality because the lesson itself is equality. So the term equality is defined as the condition of being equal or the same in quality, measure, esteem or value. Students, when we go to Gurdwara or take langar, that time we are treated with equality. So equality means the state of being equal, means same. Like in the family, we all live in equality. A mother deals her all children with equality. She cooks food for all and gives to all equally. This is equality. Same way, it's one of the ideals of democratic society. The next term is natural equality. Like humans are born, grow, live and die in the same way. All men are born free and equal and are blessed with equal gifts and talents by God. Now, this talent you can see in the small children also. Like kids have much talent by birth, like natural talent of decision making in the childhood. Like suppose like in this 1 year child also you can see such talent. Suppose you keep two things in front of 1 year child and give him one choice to take one thing, and he will immediately decide which thing to take. This is his natural talent, and as he grows up, this talent also develops, and ultimately he grows up into a mature person. This is natural talent, and this all depends on us also. How do we polish our natural talent? This develops our personality. Next is social equality. Social equality is a state of affairs in which all people within a society have the same status and civil rights like right to service, right to movement, equal opportunity in getting club membership, movie tickets, etc. Like children go for swimming in the pool, then they can get membership if they want. If they pay for the membership, they will get it. But no one can say anything about the religion or caste, etc. This is called the social equality. The next term is political equality. In India, all citizens above 18 years get the right to vote. This is called political equality. Any Indian who is above the age of 25 years and fulfills other qualifications can contest elections. Again, it's a political equality. So, what's political equality? Political equality means granting equal citizenship to all the members of the state. The next term is basic needs. Students, if you feel hunger, you need food, that's your need. If you are to go to out in rain, that time you need umbrella or raincoat. That's your need. So what's a need? Need is want or desire, but it all depends on time and place. But in life, there are some other things which are basic, which are required by all. That's called the basic need. So, basic requirements must be fulfilled in order to survive. Without these basic needs, our life is not possible. So, according to International Labour Organization, an agency of UNO, food, clothing, shelter, sanitation, and education are the basic needs of human life. Basic needs refer to those things that are necessary to sustain life. Next is protective discrimination. During the early Vedic age, that is around 1500 BC, there were no social evils like caste system or discrimination against women. But as the time passed, the evils came in the later Vedic period, that is around 1000 BC. Evils like caste system, parda system, sati system, like many other evils also, they started that time and it continued till the British came to India. It's only after the coming of the Europeans like British, French, Portuguese, Dutch to India that we had awareness about such things as evils in our society. Then many reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Swami Vivekanand, Swami Dayanand Saraswati, they worked against things like an evils. They worked on evils like child marriage and sati system. These evils were banned also. But still, some evils continued. Now, when our constitution was came into force, like Free India Constitution came in 1950, when it was framed, then Article 14 was added with the right to equality. Under this article, all the Indians are equal. No distinction can be made on the basis of caste, color, creed, sex, or place of birth. So it was an attempt to finish the evil of caste system and evils against women. Is it clear? But there is an exception to this article that special laws can be made for the weaker sections of the society. And you know who are the weaker sections of the society? They are the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, women, and children. And this is protective discrimination. So, protective discrimination is the policy of granting special privileges to the downtrodden and the underprivileged sections of the society, especially women. Is it clear? So, students, today's topic covers your pages 160 till 164. Now, I have discussed the topic related terms. Now, I will start the discussion of the topic, that is meaning and features of equality. All human beings are born free and equal. You are born with the ability to think and to know right from wrong. So we all are born equal. The equality effect can appear magical. In more equal countries, human beings are generally happier and healthier. There is less crime, more creativity, more productivity, and overall higher real educational attainment. So, students, equality is about ensuring that every individual has an equal opportunity to make the most of their lives and talents. Suppose a child is there whose father is a simple man like a rickshaw puller, and on the other hand, there is one more child whose father is the richest man of the town. Now, these both children have a dream to set up their future on their own basis, and for this, they fill up the civil services entrance exam form. And it's a matter of chance. One of them is a girl who qualifies the preliminary level test and the main level also, and clears her interview also, and finally becomes an IAS officer. And students, you know, the girl is no one else. She is Shiromana Podar, an IAS topper from Kolkata, whose father was a rickshaw puller. But here the thing is, no one checked her to sit in the civil services exam on the basis that in the same exams the son of the richest man of the town was also appearing. So there is no discrimination. This is called equality. And now this is practically going on in India. What she gained, that's on the basis of her ability. Today we are living in a democratic nation. Here we all have fundamental equality. So the equality is the state of being equal, especially in status, rights, and opportunities. Like liberty, equality also constitutes an important foundation of democracy. In fact, liberty and equality are two vital rights which constitute two basic pillars of democracy. The French revolutionaries demanded equality along with liberty and fraternity. The French in 1789 were not just fighting for their own national independence. Rather, they wanted to establish principles that would lay the basis for freedom for human beings everywhere. The legacy of French Revolution is in the ideals of liberty, equality, and justice that still inspire the modern democracies. And who can forget the leader of French Revolution, that's Napoleon Bonaparte. The world still remembers him. The preamble of the Indian Constitution defines equality as one of the four basic objectives of the Indian polity, the other three being justice, liberty, and fraternity. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights also stands for liberty, equality, and justice for all human beings. At international level, human rights are provided by the United Nations. When in 1948 it made a declaration of human rights. But in India, the champion of human rights is our father of nation, that is Mahatma Gandhi. He studied law from England and went South Africa to practice as a lawyer. South Africa was also a British colony. In India also British were ruling, and in South Africa also British were ruling. So it was easy for Indians to go to South Africa. So South Africa was also a British colony, means ruled by the white people. But according to them, Indians and Africans were black. So they discriminated at the social level. While traveling in railways, some coaches were reserved only for white. Black were not allowed to travel in those coaches. It was inequality at the social level, but Mahatma Gandhi was to travel by that train. He was sitting in the coach meant only for the white. During traveling, when ticket checker came, he saw a black person sitting in the coach only for white. He asked him to get up. When Mahatma Gandhi refused, then he threw him out. This incident changed the outlook of Mahatma Gandhi, and he decided to fight for equality. According to Gandhiji, it was against human rights. Students, there is one more incident that occurred with Mahatma Gandhi in South Africa, and it changed his outlook. In another incident, the magistrate of Durban court ordered Gandhiji to remove his Indian turban. Gandhiji was there as a lawyer and was wearing turban according to Indian culture. But now Gandhiji refused to do so. This shows how Mahatma Gandhi started his protest against racial discrimination, but in a non-violent way. After his return in India in 1915, Gandhiji continued his struggle against such social discrimination even in India. Human rights are the basic rights and freedom that belong to every person in the world from birth until death. Right to equality is also a human right, and governments have the primary responsibility for protecting the human rights. Universal Declaration of Human Rights was made by the United Nations in 1948 on 10th December at Paris in France. Without doubt, equality stands universally recognized as fundamental human right, and its importance ranks next only to the right of life and liberty. The securing of equal human rights of all is the objective before humankind. In fact, it is the first item on the agenda of the 21st century. Now, I will tell you the definitions of equality by the famous political thinkers. Barker, the famous political thinker, says equality stands for equal rights for all the people and the abolition of all special rights and privileges. Means no one should get any other special right, all should be equal. And according to political thinker Lasky, equality means no man shall be so placed in society that he can over the reach his neighbor to the extent which constitutes a denial of the latter citizenship. Now, I will tell you the meaning of equality. In common usage, equality is viewed as absolute equality of all men and women and equality of treatment and reward. It is defined and justified as natural equality. It is held that all men are born natural and free. However, despite a strong emotional appeal to our hearts, the notion of natural and absolute equality of all cannot be fully accepted and realized. Men are neither equal in respect of their physical features nor in respect of their mental abilities. Yes, it is well said. No doubt we are born equal, but our physical features and mental abilities are different from each other. We can easily see this in our family only. No doubt we all are living in the same family, eating same food, enjoying same facilities, but our physical and mental abilities are different from each other. Suppose there are two brothers. One may become a doctor because he has better mental abilities, and the other may become a good sports person due to his better physical features. Parents can't be sure what the child would be in when he will grow up. Is it clear? So I will give you an example of the Sir Jagdish Chandra Bose, a renowned Indian biologist. As a child, he daily was watching some plants. He noticed them growing from a smaller to bigger. Now you can say, what's special about it? We know all the plants grow because they have life. But, my dear students, here I am talking about the time period when this fact was not known to the world. As he was watching the growing plants, many others were also watching. But now you tell me who thought about it, that how they are growing, how their height is increasing. It's only he thought about it and later believed that plants had a sensitive nervous system. He told that plants react according to music. Means if you play music near plants, then plants will grow according to the music. Students, now here you tell me who thought about all this? who watched the growth of the plants. No doubt, all were watching them growing, but who thought about it? It's only Sir Jagdish Chandra Bose, and that made him different in respect of mental abilities from others, rather being equal with all. So men are neither equal in respect of their physical features nor in respect of their mental abilities. Have a look on the picture of Sir Jagdish Chandra Bose. Some men are stronger while others are weaker. Some are more intelligent than others, and some are even born with low intelligence and are mentally retarded. The capacities and abilities of men are different. Now, again, I will say the same thing that politically we enjoy the right to equality as it is a part of our fundamental rights given by the Constitution. No doubt we are born equal, but I think you also agree to this that the capacities and abilities of men are different. Now, I ask you a question. Have you ever thought of climbing the Mount Everest? No, I don't think so. Maybe some of you have some adventurous nature and have some such dreams, but the thing is, who was the first to climb Mount Everest? This, no doubt, we all know, but I will tell you again. I will tell you about this. On 29th May 1953, Edmund Hillary of New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay of Sherpa of Nepal became the first explorers to reach the summit of Mount Everest, which at 29,035 feet above sea level is the highest point on earth. Before that also, Mount Everest was there. It is there since ages, but they were the first to reach in 1950. It means before that no one thought about it or planned about it or was successful in the plan due to the physical capacities. So my dear students, here again I want to tell you that same thing that no doubt we are born equal and we enjoy the right to equality also. But the capacities and abilities of men are different. That's why some of us only are able to establish the records. As such, equality of treatment and reward cannot be ensured, rather, should not be ensured. So, winners don't do different things, they do the things differently. So, if you are to be achiever in life, you are to do something differently. Surely you will be achiever. So, my blessings are with you. God bless you. Now, I would like to ask you one general awareness question related to the same achievers, Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. They both stepped on the Mount Everest together on 29th May 1953 and made the world record. But the first picture on the Mount Everest is only of Tenzing Norgay. He is standing alone. Where is Edmund Hillary? Have you ever thought of it? Okay, I will tell you. Where is the other one? Edmund Hillary was clicking the photograph of Tenzing Norway. That's why he's alone in picture. Students, actually we are talking about the year 1953. That time selfie cameras were not available. Otherwise, they both would have clicked their photograph together. You should be thankful to God that you are born in 21st century, an age of technology. Today, if due to this international medical problem, live classes are not done anywhere in the world, but your studies are going on, you are attending online classes. The school is more alert nowadays in keeping your attendance record and assignments record, etc. Finally, it will help in making assessment and exam record. Anyhow, let's come to the point that capacities and abilities of men are different and we agree to it. But no discrimination can be accepted at the legal level. There we need the equality. So rewards must depend upon the actual abilities and work of different people. Students, today we are talking about equality. Under right to equality, the government is to provide equal opportunities to all. In that matter, there can't be any partiality. But as far as rewards are concerned, there can't be equality. There will be difference. Rewards must depend upon the actual abilities and work of a person. For example, in India, Bharat Ratna Award is conferred in recognition of exceptional performance of the highest order without distinction of race, occupation, position, or sex, etc. This is the picture of Bharat Ratna. The Bharat Ratna is the highest civilian award of the Republic of India, installed in 1954. And the three recipients of Bharat Ratna in 1954 were C. Rajgopalachari, Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, C.V. Raman. Have a look on the picture. Now you will Google it on what achievements they received this Bharat Ratna. And in 2019, the recipients of Bharat Ratna were Bhupen Hazarika, Nanaji Deshmukh, and our ex-president Pranab Mukherjee, who is no more now. Students, you will Google it again, have a look on the picture. You will Google it again on what basis they got this Bharat Ratna. They all must have done something differently that must have brought them honor to the nation. That's why they got Bharat Ratna. Otherwise, we all are not getting such honor. Only they got it. So, in rewards, there can't be equality. Equality is only in the opportunities. Hence, equality does not mean absolute and total equality. In fact, when we talk of equality of all men, we really mean general equality and not absolute equality. We really talk of equitable distribution of opportunities and not equal reward for all. Now I will discuss meaning and types of inequalities. The truth of the matter is that in a society there are present two types of inequalities. First is natural inequality and the second is man-made inequality. First, I will talk about natural inequality. Suppose your age is 16 years and your brother is of 14 years. This is natural inequality because age is not same. Suppose you are 5'10" and your brother is 5'5" in height. Again, it is natural inequality. We have to accept it as everyone can't be equal to everyone else. Same way, there is a natural inequality in the world due to natural disasters, earthquakes, droughts, and it can be any other natural reason like this. These all bring inequalities in growth of nation. But these are natural inequalities. Like you take an example of Japan. Japan sits in one of the most active earthquake zones on the planet, that is Pacific Ring of Fire. Fortunately, earthquake warning systems in country are second to none. The Japanese know how to manage the disaster of earthquake, but it is natural happening. No one can check it. So it comes under the category of natural inequality. And the next is man-made inequality. Means the quality of being unequal. There is lack of equality. Here the inequality is not natural. Rather, it is man-made inequality. Like I give you an example. During the British time, some Indians were given titles like just now I told you that after independence since 1954, Indians are given Bharat Ratna Award for their exceptional performance of art, literature, science, and in recognition of public service of the highest order. But during British time, Rao Bahadur was the title of honor bestowed to Indians for their faithful service to the empire. Yes, students, the condition was faithful service. There was no other qualification or excellence required, like today for Bharat Ratna. These shows are slavery, and from 1911 the title was accompanied by a medal. Here I will tell you the word Rao translated means prince and Bahadur means brave. The next example of man-made inequality during the British time is Rao Bahadur title was given mainly to Hindus and the equivalent title for the Muslims and Parsis was Khan Bahadur and for Sikhs it was Sardar Bahadur. So you see, the British were taking the favor of the rich Indians, making them faithful and giving them titles according to their religion. They were always looking for the dividing Indians to strengthen their empire because they believed in divide and rule policies. So it was all about India during the British time. But the things don't end here. Man made inequalities are still found in the present age also, but not in India, in other countries. You can easily see gender inequalities in countries like Yemen, Pakistan, Syria, Iran, in such countries. Natural inequality means natural differences among men. These have to be accepted as everyone cannot be equal to everyone else. We are to accept natural inequalities as we know that we all are God's creation, and how can we all be similar on earth in every aspect? We can easily see the people around us, like our family members, our relatives, our friends, our neighbors, our classmates. We can easily judge the difference. No one need to tell us about it. If anyone is exceptional, he is welcomed by all. He is honored by society, by nation, and even sometimes he is recognized at international level also. In the field of beauty, Miss India became Miss India Universe 1994. That's Miss Sushmita Sen, and Miss India World 1994 became Miss Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. So there were many beautiful ladies in the contest, but only these were winners. This is natural inequality. We know that everyone can't be equal to everyone else. Same way, in the field of cricket, there is Sachin Tendulkar from India, the greatest batsman of India. He is highest run scorer of India at all times. If you see in cricket, we have many other players also, but no doubt many have their own impression among the youngsters. But here we are talking about who made the world record. This is not man made, this is all natural. Same way, if you take other sports of India, like in hockey, we had Dhyan Chand, wizard of hockey, born at Allahabad in India. Due to his superior dribbling skills, he was selected to play for Indian Army team at the age of 20. Dhyan Chand had displayed such mastery over the ball that more than once authorities across the world broke his hockey stick to check if there was a magnet inside. Once the Indian team had a match with the German team and the German team was defeated. That time Hitler was in Germany. Hitler was so upset due to his team's defeat at the hands of Dhyan Chand that next day Hitler offered Dhyan Chand a position in the German army. And you know what does it mean? It means Dhyan Chand was to give up his nation, that's India, and join the German army. But you know what did he decide? Dhyan Chand refused. Yes, he refused to accept it. But here we must value his exceptional qualities. This is natural inequality. Same way, Milkha Singh, known as Flying Sikh, was a track and field sprinter who was the only Indian athlete to win an individual athletics gold medal at Commonwealth Games. This is again natural inequality. So finally, I can say you that everyone can't be equal to everyone else. Examples are in front of you. The man made inequalities are those artificial inequalities which are there because of some social conditions. Such inequalities are the creations of man. These are of the nature of social, economic, and political inequalities resulting from the operation of the social system in a particular way. The discrimination maintained in the name of caste, color, creed, religion, sex, or place of birth are all unnatural or man made inequalities. The concept of equality stands for the elimination of all artificial and discriminatory man made inequalities. It accepts natural inequalities among people but wants to eliminate unnatural social inequalities. Yes, students, if we say that we want equality, that time we also know that we are talking about legal equality. We can't fight with nature. No one can maintain natural equality. As already discussed with you, with many examples of height and physical strength differences, we are accepting this thing that natural equality is there. But no one can accept man made social inequality. Natural inequality can be accepted, but man made inequality can't be accepted, like caste system. God didn't create caste, castes were created by the humans. This is man made social inequality. Even Mahatma Gandhi worked for their rights and lived with them in their colonies. It was Mahatma Gandhi who gave them the name Harijan, means the people of God. Mahatma Gandhi tried to provide them equal respect in the society. Equality stands for the principle that basic needs of all must be met with the uh, with before the specific needs of some are sought to be secured, means that the main purpose of the government is to establish law and to promote general welfare by providing the public services. A traditional list of immediate basic needs is food, shelter, and clothing. No doubt, in modern list, along with these, sanitation, education, healthcare are also added. So each government is to work on these basic needs of the citizens. These are the primary objectives of each democratic government nowadays. But promotion of tourism is not the basic need that we should consider it's a primary objective of the government. So, how could a government give first priority to the hotel industry development in its budget? That's not possible. This can be the secondary objective and not the primary objective because tourism is not the basic need of the citizens of the nation. Basic needs are the primary objective and the specific needs are the secondary objective because these are not the needs of all. It depends on your choice. Thus, negatively, equality implies abolition of all special privileges and facilities which may be available to some classes or some persons. It also stands for the abolition of all man-made inequalities. In its positive aspects, equality implies that equal rights should be made really available to all the people without any exception or discrimination. Equality accepts the presence of natural inequalities. Now, I will discuss the features of equality. First, I will tell you the names of the features. First is equality is not absolute in nature. Second, equality means absence of all unnatural and unjust inequalities in society. Third, absence of both special privileges as well as privileged classes in society. Fourth, equal rights for all. Fifth, equality stands for equal and adequate opportunities. Sixth, equal satisfaction of primary needs of all. Seventh, equality stands for fair and just rewards for work. Eighth, equality admits protective discrimination in favor of weaker sections of society. Ninth, equality accepts the principle of relative equality. Now, I will discuss the features in detail. The first is equality is not absolute in nature. As already, as already discussed with you, that equality means equality under law. It means legal equality. As far as nature is concerned, we can't challenge it. We have to accept natural inequalities. And normally we do it also, like in a class of 30 students. The same teacher teaches the same topic given in the same books, but in the same class at the end of the year, one child scores 99% and there is other child who scores 95% and the third child scores 90% marks. So this is not done by the teacher. She taught equally to all. She gave the same lecture and devoted the same time. But where is the difference? The difference is of mental abilities of the students, and that's a natural inequality. Now, this difference is to be accepted by all. So, equality is not absolute in nature. Equality does not stand for absolute equality. It accepts the presence of natural inequalities. It stands for the abolition of all man-made inequalities. Next is equality means absence of all unnatural and unjust inequalities in society. Suppose you live in Punjab and apply for a job in other state like Uttar Pradesh and you are refused on the basis of your state. Students, you know, before 2019 you could not apply in Jammu Kashmir because the people living Jammu Kashmir had their state subject, but now this is over. There they had Article 370 special state subject, but now the the Jammu Kashmir has is divided into two union territories. This is over now. Now the problem here is I have given you a situation. Suppose you live in Punjab and you apply for a job in Uttar Pradesh, and you are refused on the basis that you are from a different state. This is not possible. This is man-made inequality on the basis of a place of birth, which is unjust inequality. But if you're refused a job on the basis of your qualifications and other candidate gets a job, this is natural inequality. Equality accepts natural differences among human beings but rejects all man-made inequalities in the name of caste, color, creed, religion or gender and place of birth. Next is absence of both special privileges as well as privileged classes in the society. Now, Om Prakash Valmiki, an Indian Dalit writer and poet, was well known for his autobiography Jhutha. According to autobiography, the headmaster of Om Prakash Valmiki compelled him to sweep the school simply because he belonged to Dalit category. He was made to feel that he was less than equal to all other students in the school. The self-respect of the Dalit child was hurt on the basis of caste, and headmaster took the privilege of being head. This is social inequality. Equality stands for absence of specially privileged classes in the society based on birth, caste, creed, color, sex, etc. It means full social equality of all people in society. Next is equal rights for all. In India, we have equality before law, means equality in the eyes of law. Legal equality is the principle that each independent being must be treated equally by the law and that all are the subject to the same laws of justice. But this was not the same during the British time in India. They believed in white as superiors and black as inferiors. Like I gave you example of South Africa when Mahatma Gandhi went there. So here white means British and black means Indians. In 1883, one bill known as Ilbert Bill was introduced, and the bill gave Indian judges and magistrates the power to try British offenders in criminal cases at the district level. The bill was opposed by the British settlers in India. Means कि the judges are Indians, black judges, and white are offenders. Obviously, it will was opposed by the British, and the bill was opposed. So the bill played an bill played on racial intentions, and it was opposed. So white opposition forced the government to withdraw the bill, but this enraged the Indians because this withdrawal caused racial discrimination. That's man-made inequality. But the present democratic India, there are equal rights for all. There is no racial discrimination like this. Is it clear? Equality guarantees Equality guarantees equal fundamental rights and freedoms to all the people. Equality before law was not during the British time in India. British believed in white are superior and black are inferior. Equality's next feature is equality stands for equal and adequate opportunities. Now, nowadays, during online education system, Many online activities are also going on, and students are participating according to their interest and talent. There is equality in opportunity to participate for all students. This participation helps in development of personality of child and ultimately society develops. Equality implies the system of equal and adequate opportunities for development of all persons in society. Next is equal satisfaction of primary needs of all. Means government has introduced the BPL scheme. BPL means below poverty line ration card scheme. Under this, the families who have annual income less than 27,000, they are provided health insurance as well as monthly food grains also. So government tries to provide them the food as well as tries to cover up the gap between the rich and poor. So equality means equal satisfaction of basic needs of the all the persons before the special needs, comforts and luxuries of some persons may be met. Gap between rich and poor should be minimized. Equality stands for fair and just rewards for work. There is always equality in distribution of class test marks, assignment marks, terminal exam result or final exam results. The rewards are on the basis of merit. It can never be same for all. Equality stands for an equitable and not equal distribution of rewards and resources. It admits rewards on the basis of merit and performance. Now, equality admits protective discrimination in favor of weaker sections of society. Uh, I think by now you know very well that who are the weaker sections of society. Yes, they are the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, women, and children. No doubt, Article 14 of Indian Constitution provides right to equality, but the same article has an exception also that special laws can be made for the weaker sections of the society, and that's called the protective discrimination. This is done for their upliftment in the society because they had been ignored in the Indian society for the long period. Right from the later Vedic period till the British period, they lived under the discrimination. That's a man-made inequality. But now they need to be uplifted. They need to be special. They need the special attention. But in 1992, the Supreme Court of India ruled that reservations could not exceed 50% of the total seats available. The concept of equality accepts the principle of effective discrimination for the helping the weaker sections of society. In the Indian political system, right to equality has been given to all, and yet there stands provisions for granting special facilities and reservations to persons belonging to the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes. The state can also take special steps to protect the interest of women, children, and other weaker sections of society. The next feature is equality accepts a principle of Relative equality. After the cricket match is over, one person is declared as a man of the match. He belongs to the cricket category of equally situated persons. This is equality. But if the man of the match is declared someone outsider who is nowhere in any team, then the purpose of equality finishes. Equality means equality of all equally situated person. Equality does not mean sameness of reward. If not done so, the purpose of the society will be defeated. Now, the next feature is extent of equality. Under the midday meal scheme, the children studying in primary and upper primary classes are provided food with the view to enhance their enrollment and attendance of children in the schools. It also improves the nutritious level of the children. This is for all school going children who are going who are doing in the studies in the school, so their nutritious level is improved, their attendance is improved. Now, equality is the state of being equal, especially in the status, rights, and opportunities. Equality means equal position for everyone, but this does not mean that equality means absolute equality. There should be no man made inequality. Presence of natural inequalities is possible. Equality does not mean absolute equality. It does not mean absence of all differences or presence of absolute equality, treatment, and reward for all. Such equality can neither be secured nor needs to be secured. All human beings are equal, but that does not mean that they have absolutely equal physical and intellectual abilities. They differ in their physical features and mental abilities. Some are physically stronger, others are weaker, and some are more intelligent and others are less. Their capacities and abilities are different. As such, there cannot be equality of treatment and reward for all. Rewards have been made dependent upon the abilities and achievements of the people. Students, when we talk about the equality, we can talk about the equality in opportunity only. But as far as the rewards is concerned, there we can't expect the equality because the rewards depends upon our personal performance, like on annual result day. The school recognizes the achievers by honoring them on the basis of their talent or merit. That time you can't expect equality in result. Result shows your ability and performance. Somewhere we have to accept inequality also in the matter of rewards. Is it clear? Existence of difference among individual does not mean inequality. There has to be no discrimination on caste, color, creed, religion, place of birth, or gender. All should get equal opportunities for developing their faculties and abilities. All should enjoy equal legal protection. In India, we all enjoy equal legal protection. We have the same laws and same courts for everyone. Maybe he is an ordinary person like a rickshaw puller, or the biggest industrialist. But the laws are same and the courts are also same. Only the difference is also of the lawyers. And that's our choice whom we want to hire for our case. But the lawyer is also to refer the same books. He may that it depends on the experience of the lawyer that makes our case weak or strong. But what about the offender if he belongs to a poor family who can't hire a lawyer? Then, in that case, according to the Indian Constitution, there is a provision of free legal aid. Means public prosecutor or government lawyer is provided on application to ensure that opportunities for justice are not denied to any citizen by reason of the economic or other disabilities. So, this provides equal legal protection to all. Free legal aid is one of the fundamental rights of Indians under Article 39A of the Indian Constitution to promote justice on the basis of equal opportunity. Even Section 32 of the Advocates Act clearly mentions the court may allow any person to appear before it, even if he is not an advocate. Therefore, one gets right to defend his own case through this act. So in India, we enjoy the equal legal protection. Merit and ability must be the basis of all rewards and positions in society. Equality of opportunities for all without any discrimination is the essential basis of equality. Adequate and equal opportunities must be available for all in society. To this extent, equality must be ensured for all the people of a society. So, finally, I can say that it is very important to promote equality. Promoting equality and respecting diversity help to ensure that people are valued and have the same access to all opportunities, whatever their differences may be. So, I can say that policies that promote equality can help directly and indirectly to reduce many social evils. Students, this finishes the discussion of today's topic, that is equality, its meaning and features. Now you will read the pages 160 till 164. Now I will discuss topic related questions. The short questions are: explain the meaning of equality. Write in detail. Equality does not mean absolute equality. Name the key features of equality. And the long questions are: what is equality? Does discuss its features. Define equality. Discuss its essential discuss its essential qualities. Students, you will watch the video again and do the snap homework questions. Next time I will